Hello you guys, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I decided to do my research and in today's video, just like Ali J, we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison, a little beauty battle if you will. Primer today, we're gonna start off with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Now this has actually been in my collection for a very long time. The price tag of this Power Grip Primer is $38. Now Milk is obviously not a drugstore brand, so a $38 primer does make sense. It's actually on the higher end of a lot of like the Sephora Ulta primers, but I really like this one. It does work really, really great. Now on the other side, we are going to use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer for $10, so a whole $28 less than the Milk version. Oh my God. Honestly, the e.l.f. one is stickier. Between the two of these, they do a really similar thing. And in my personal opinion, primer is not the most important step of your makeup routine. So I'm definitely gonna have to give this victory right away to Miss e.l.f. I'm gonna preface this next one by saying, regardless of the brand, I think this actual step is stupid. October one, it is $49. Now this side is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. And in comparison, $49, this one is $14. So I think that this, okay. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I think the Charlotte side looks better. Where despite the price, I would choose the Charlotte Tilbury over the e.l.f. because I actually think the formula of this is far superior. Now for foundation today, I'm pretty excited because I have actually not tried either one of these products. The NARS Soft Matte Foundation and the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. Now this foundation costs $42, which in comparison to others at Sephora or Ulta is on the slight higher end, but definitely doesn't trickle into like luxury territory by any means. All right, that is the NARS all applied. Now we're gonna apply the e.l.f. Now, are you serious? Oh my God, a $6 foundation? But one thing about foundation is that even though they look good in the beginning, does not mean that they will look good hours from now. So my current verdict is that this is the winner, but I will give you guys a final result by the end of the video because it could change. Now with concealer, I think we all know what's coming. Okay, we have Tarte Shape Tape versus e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This concealer just does it for me. It has never let me down. It is really good. The coverage is beautiful. It blends out so nicely. It doesn't crease. Like, she just really is that girl. But this feels much better than the old version. Now, unlike our last product, the e.l.f. version actually has a little bit more of a yellow undertone than I would normally like, so that's kind of annoying. But both formulas do feel pretty similar. They're both very buttery and creamy, and they look full coverage as well. So let's start off by blending out our Shape Tape. And we're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wands, and on this side, we're going to use the e.l.f. Dupe, which is the Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour shade. This contour one, by the way, costs $42, which I think is a lot of money to be spending on a contour. The other side, we have our e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Contour Wand. I don't know why this is called Halo Glow because I think and I'm hoping that this is a matte formula. Let's go ahead and apply this. This costs, by the way, $42 versus $9. Jesus. Okay, quite a large price difference there. I will say this one is actually like more coverage too. The Charlotte one goes on really dark but shears out really, really quickly, whereas this one goes on more true to color and does blend out really nicely, but you still get that pigment, whereas it's kind of lost on the Charlotte side. Winner between these two, Charlotte Tilbury versus e.l.f. Halo Glow. Charlotte took the first round, but Miss e.l.f. is taking this round. This contour is way better in my opinion. We're gonna be using one of my favorite products ever in my makeup routine. The MAC Studio Fix Foundation Powder. Camo Foundation Powder is a dupe of this. I have heard of this before, but I've never actually tried it, so I'm very excited to see if these actually are a comparison. Powder that is apparently $42, far more expensive than I would have honestly guessed. And I love using this just right in the high points of my face to brighten up and amp up my concealer. Now I got the shade 125C, and this one is $11 in comparison. So let's see if they actually compare in terms of, from a ton of fallout as well. Yeah, no questions asked. Between the MAC Studio Fix and the e.l.f. Camo Foundation, I am definitely gonna give this to MAC. The price is way, way, way higher. I honestly had no idea this is $42. That's kind of shocking to me. I'm definitely a believer in the fact that some steps are your routine. You can save money by getting the cheaper option, but some steps, specifically complexion, you need to invest in the better quality products because you want your skin to look beautiful and flawless. And unfortunately, this is not the product to do it with. We have the Rare Beauty Blushes versus the e.l.f. New, once again, Camo Liquid Blush. This comparison, the Rare Beauty one costs $23, which is the first like affordable product on this side of the face, and the e.l.f. Camo Blushes are $7. So is this a draw?
Make them fight.
You stupid bitch. Okay, so we have $23 versus $7. I mean, obviously $16 more expensive, but I don't think that that $16 is gonna break the bank. I think that if you're a fan of Rare and Selena, you're gonna get this one. I think if you want the cheaper alternative, the e.l.f. one is just as good. You can make your final selection between these two. Using the Anastasia Brow Freeze on one side, great brow gel, that e.l.f. brow lift. Now, I've never tried this before. I'm assuming that they're probably gonna be very comparable. Let's go into the Anastasia first, $26. I just find that whenever you use any of these like brow wax type of products over top of foundation, it just like, it combines the foundation into the wax. The e.l.f. on the other. Ooh, this is much, oh God. This is much, it's more malleable. Two of that, but the Anastasia side does look definitely better. It is not as crusty, it dried down nicely, it's staying in place, whereas this just looks not great. A Stila Liquid Metals product. These were that girl back in the time. $25. These are pretty crazy. They are like a liquid glitter that you just brush onto your eyelid, and these were revolutionary at the time because nobody had this. And now they have been duped by several brands. Now, my Stila was Kitten Karma. This is called Flirty Birdie. Costs $6. Really wet. So now that my creases are both cut with these shadows, I do have my thoughts on this. At first, I was going to give e.l.f. the benefit of the doubt because this is clearly labeled as a metallic liquid shadow, whereas this is labeled as a glitter liquid shadow. So I was thinking metallic and glitter are not the same thing, therefore they're not a dupe, and both products are doing what they're advertising that they will do. However, now that my e.l.f. side has dried down, this is glitter. There is definitely some glitter sparkles on my lid, but they look like shit, okay? They do not look good. I would definitely recommend the Stila over this one because I cannot recommend you guys buy this. Even if it is only $6, you'd be much better off splurging for a better product like this. I'm gonna use the Benefit Roller Lash first and foremost on this side. And honestly, I am so excited to pick this back up today because this used to be one of my ride or die favorite mascara. What is going on? On the other side, we're gonna use the e.l.f. Are you kidding me with this? Lash and Roll. In fact, the winner of this challenge, okay, is the fucking Lash and Roll. I think this looks far better than the Benefit Roller Lash, so that's fine. But like, change the fucking name, change the packaging, and just make a great mascara. These are the hottest dupe of the time right now. Going on for the conversation we just had, we have the Dior lip oil for $40, and we have the e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil. I'm gonna let you know ahead of time, okay, this shit sucks. I'm not a fan. e.l.f. definitely winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. $8 compared to $40, literally 5 times the price. Five times the fucking price is crazy. I would love to try some more of these flavors. Top face of viral products compared to their e.l.f. dupes. Now, this has been quite the beauty battle for today, so let's take a look at the scorecard from the judges. So here's the tea, we'll go through really quickly. Primer was e.l.f. The little pre-foundation stupid glow shit was Charlotte Tilbury. The actual foundation, okay, I have to be real with you guys. I did give it to e.l.f. in the beginning, but I will say by the end of this video, I do think the NARS actually looks a lot better. The e.l.f. I've had to powder multiple times throughout today's routine because it has started to get a little bit oily. My texture is looking not the most gorgeous. I will give credit where credit is due. The hydrating camo concealer is way better than the old version. Way better. This looks very beautiful on the skin, but in comparison to the two of them, my Shape Tape does look better. It's much smoother and is not creasing as much. The setting